Welcome to Mastering Security Management, Protecting Your Assets. Today, we're diving deep into the world of security management. By the end of this tutorial, you'll understand the critical aspects of securing an organization's assets, including practical examples, essential terms, and data that will exemplify these concepts. What is security management? At its core, security management involves the identification, assessment, and prioritization of risks, followed by coordinated efforts to mitigate, monitor, and control the effects of those risks. The first key step in security management is risk assessment. This involves identifying potential threats to your organization and evaluating the potential impact of these threats if they were to occur. Let's look at common threats and their impacts. Common threats include cyber attacks, natural disasters, and insider threats. For instance, a cyber attack may result in data breaches costing millions. A 2020 report showed that the average cost of a data breach is $3.86 million. After identifying these threats, the next step is implementing controls. Security controls are safeguards or countermeasures to avoid, detect, counteract, or minimize security risks to physical property, information, computer systems, or other assets. Security controls can be classified into three main types: preventive, detective, and corrective controls. Preventive controls deter incidents. Detective controls identify incidents when they occur, and corrective controls mitigate the impact of an incident. An example of a preventive control is a firewall that blocks unauthorized access. For instance, let's consider an organization that implements multi-factor authentication, a preventive control, to reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Data shows that the risk of unauthorized access drops by approximately 99.9% with multi-factor authentication. Now, let's dive into incident response. Incident response involves a set of procedures that an organization must execute when an unexpected security breach occurs. The faster and more efficiently an organization can respond, the better they can minimize harm and recover. To illustrate, imagine an organization detects unauthorized access to a crucial database. The incident response team identifies the breach, contains it by isolating the affected systems, eradicates the threat by deleting malicious files, and recovers by restoring data from backups. Effective incident response plans typically follow the SANS Institute's 6-phase incident response framework, which includes preparation, identification, containment, eradication, recovery, and lessons learned. Finally, continuous monitoring and improvement are essential in security management. This involves regular security audits, vulnerability assessments, and revising policies and procedures based on new risks and incidents. For instance, an organization may schedule quarterly vulnerability scans. Data from these scans can be analyzed to identify recurring vulnerabilities and adjust security policies accordingly. Let's go over some common questions related to security management. Q1. What's the difference between a risk and a vulnerability? A1. Risk refers to the potential for loss or damage, while a vulnerability is a weakness that can be exploited by a threat. Q2. Why is employee training important in security management? A2. Employees are often the first line of defense. Training can help them recognize and report potential threats, reducing the risk of human error. Q3. How often should an organization update its security policies? A3. Security policies should be reviewed at least annually, or whenever there is a significant change in the organization's structure or technology. Q4. What are some cost-effective security controls for small businesses? A4. Cost-effective controls include strong password policies, regular software updates, and employee training. Security management is an ongoing process that requires vigilance, adaptation, and proactive measures. Organizations that invest in robust security frameworks can protect their assets, maintain customer trust, and continue to thrive in today's digital landscape. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of security management. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest financial and security management tips. Stay safe and secure.